is up? What is up? क्या बोल रहे सब लोग? Now if you're wondering why am I wearing this hat, because my hair is growing a lot and until we are in this lockdown we cannot get our hair cut, and I'm not going to try it at home because I'm pretty sure that the result is going to be really bad. So I'm going to wait till the lockdown ends and then I'll get a haircut, but until then you might see a hat in my videos. Anyway, hey guys, Harsh here and welcome back to Technolobe. Now you guys have been asking for this video since a long time, long time, and I have been promising that I'll make one since a long time as well. But it's finally here. This is my first ever Lightroom mobile tutorial. I will teach you guys how I edit my photos, and this photo that I'm going to show you today was uploaded to my Instagram profile a couple of days ago, and a lot of you guys liked it and commented on that post saying that you want to see a tutorial. So let's take this opportunity and show you how I edit my photos. Now this is the very first video and I plan to make more such videos with different types of photos and different types of edits. So it's going to be a series and this is the very first video. Now without wasting any more time, let's get right into the editing part. Alright, here we go. This is my iPhone 11 and first things first, I'm going to start the screen recording. Once that is done, let's go ahead and open Lightroom Mobile. So this is Lightroom Mobile. I have cleared everything, so this is exactly what you will see if you install Lightroom Mobile for the very first time. Now the first thing to do is import the photo that you want to edit. So just click the add button right over here from camera roll and select the photo that you want to edit. For now I'm going to go with this photo. Now fun fact about this photo was shot almost 3 years ago on an iPhone 7. Yes, 3 years ago on an iPhone 7. It's a pretty dope photo and let's go ahead and edit the photo. Now you can see on the bottom part over here you have all your controls and let's go to them one by one. The first one is auto right over here, and if you press auto it will automatically adjust the exposure, and I don't want that. I want to adjust the exposure myself manually. So I'm just going to undo this auto and I'm going to go towards the right of auto, which is called as light. So this is the panel where you will adjust the exposure of the photo. Now first slider is called exposure. If you push it to the right it will increase the exposure. If you push it to the left it will decrease the exposure. I'm just going to increase the exposure by say 0.79 or 75. That's good. Then I'm not going to touch the contrast as of yet. I'm going to reduce the highlights by say 78. Now you might start to think that the photo is too dark, but don't worry, it's not too dark. The next thing to do is increase the shadows by say 100 because the shadows are really crushed in these photos. Next thing to do is increase the whites and decrease the blacks. So this is normally what I do. The next step is go to the curves. This curve might seem intimidating at the first look, but don't worry, it's pretty simple. On the bottom part you have your shadows and on the top part you have your highlights. Now what I like to do is go for a simple S curve, so reduce the shadows by a bit and increase the highlights by a bit. Now what this will do is add contrast to your photos, and that's why I did not touch the contrast slider. So this will add contrast and that's why I don't want to add more contrast. I'll click done over here and that's it. That's what I like to do with the exposure. Nothing much, just adjusting the exposure of the image. Next thing is color. Here's where the real magic happens. Here's where we'll edit the color of the photo. First is white balance. I'm just gonna increase the warmth of the photo by a little bit, and I'm also going to add a purple tint to this photo. So on the right side you have a purple tint and on the left side you have a green tint. I'm going to add a little bit of a purple tint to this photo. Next thing is vibrance. You have to test vibrance. It either works in the negative side or positive side. For some photos it works in the positive side, for some photos it works in the negative side. For this photo you can see it works better in the negative side, so I'm just going to reduce it by say 16. That's it. I'm not going to touch the saturation because it's kind of a heavy slider. I'm not going to touch it by any means. Okay, it's -1. I'm just going to make it 0. Okay. Now the next thing to do is adjust individual colors, and for that just click mix over here. Once you click mix, you have the individual colors that you can edit in your photo. Now this photo does not have any red, so I'm not going to edit the red. Just going to keep it as it is. Next is orange. This photo does have some orange and I want to make it into a darker orange. For that I will shift the hue towards left, say about 42. I'll decrease the saturation by a bit because orange is generally the skin color, So I want to increase the saturation, and when it comes to luminance, I'm going to increase the luminance. The next color is yellow. This photo is dominated by yellow, but I want to change that. I am going for the orange and teal look. That's why I will push the slider towards the left side to make it orange. So the hue slider will go all the way to the left to make it orange. Yeah, all the way to the left. I'm going to decrease the saturation by say 15-16 points because I don't want it to look too orange, and I'm just going to keep the hue at around 88. So now you can see the primary color of the photo has been changed to orange from yellow, and it looks pretty dope in my opinion. Next thing to do is increase the luminance by a bit, and there we go. The next color is green. I don't see any green in the photo, but I'm just going to leave it towards the right side. Then again, no aqua in the photo. Next comes blue. There is some blue which I'm going to turn into teal by just pushing it towards the extreme left of the slider, and that will turn this part into teal. Then I'll go towards saturation will be a little bit higher and luminance a little bit higher as well. Then there's no purple and no magenta, so I'm going to leave those colors as it is. So you can see that we have edited the color of the photo, like the primary color of the photo, but I'm still not happy with the color. So next thing I'll do is add a split tone effect. So go to the effects panel, then there is something called a split toning. Click on that. Now split toning is basically adding a color to your highlights or shadows, and the shadows will be teal. So for that the hue is about 189 and 186, and then the saturation would be around say 22 or 23. Yeah, this looks pretty awesome. Now I think that it is too much teal, so what I'll do is change the balance. I'm going to make it a little bit more orange than teal. So the balance is towards the right, and here we go. Now I am very happy with the photo. It looks really dope. Like it was like this earlier and now it is like this. So you can see that it has changed by a lot, and that is excellent. Now the next thing to do is add a little bit of texture to the photo, a little bit of clarity. I'm going to reduce the dehaze because I want more haze in the photo because of the smoke in the background. I'm not going to touch the vignette because it is a low light photo. I'm going to add a little bit of grain as well so that it looks natural. That's it. That was effects. Then comes detail. I'm going to just add sharpening a little bit. I'm going to reduce the noise. I'm going to reduce the color noise as well. And that's all I do. Last thing is optics. So I'll remove the chromatic aberration and I'll also correct the lens distortion. Here we go. This photo looks pretty dope, man. I love this photo. Now the last thing to do is reduce the highlights by a bit because the highlights are overexposed, and here we go. Now I'm happy with the photo. I just want to add a little bit more orange to it. So what I'll do is I'll go to the color, mix yellow, and make it a little bit more orange. That's it. That looks dope. I'm also going to increase the saturation by a little bit. So that's it. The photo has been edited. I'm going to click this button over here and export to camera roll. That's it. This is how I edited this photo. So yeah, this is how the final photo looks like, and I particularly love it. Although the photo is 3 years old, it still looks really good because the edit is good. So it's all about the editing, and hopefully you learned a trick or two today, and hopefully you will get better at editing after watching this video. That's been it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you liked it. If you did, please show me your love by hitting that like button, and also if you haven't yet, please subscribe below. My name is Harsh Punjabi, and I'll see you guys in the next one. That was a blooper. Now I'm gonna go back to drinking my tea.